1 year ago today, I posted a video that changed everything. Stuck at home, bored out of my mind, and burnt out on Marvel movies, I decided to sit down and create my own cinematic universe. Don't get me wrong, I love a good caped caper as much as the next guy, but in recent years, superhero movies have left me feeling a bit feels like they're all 3-hour-long epics with impossibly high stakes, featuring creative risks that ultimately amount to minor variants of the same old heroes we've been watching for the past 50 years. And if that's your thing, great, you do you. No skin off my nose, but I wanted something different, something unorthodox, something weird. So I went dumpster diving in the public domain. You see, for every big comic hero in the cultural canon, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of forgotten flops that nobody bothered to renew the trademarks or copyrights for. I began asking myself, what if we took a handful of these abandoned superheroes and brought them back to life? My original pitch video featured 7 standalone stories that would coalesce into a grand team-up finale, with an ethos totally diametrically opposed to the typical studio system. This bargain bin cinematic universe, it wasn't about huge multi-million-dollar properties, just quirky, oddball superhero movies that could be made for pennies on the dollar. Interest from my audience seemed high, and so 2 months later, I produced a feature-length script for the first movie in the series, and in a moment of either wonderfully terrible or terribly wonderful optimism, I launched a Kickstarter to produce the script as an ultra-low-budget 3D movie. By June, we were fully funded, and then some. So, several months of work later, here's where things stand. Production of the first superhero story, Atlas the Animated Movie, has continued non-stop. The added stretch goals of the crowdfund have allowed me to scale the scope of the flick up, and I'm still optimistic that the movie will be out this year. Hopefully. If you've been watching this channel waiting for some kind of update, sorry for the delay. Turns out animation takes a long time. Kickstarter backers who jumped on board as producers have been receiving regular updates since the end of the campaign, and now that we're out of pre-production and really getting into the nitty-gritty of the visuals, I've actually got material to share with you all publicly. Atlas the Animated Movie is the feature-length story of Jim Randall, a wimpy and timid office clerk, and his journey to become a magnificent man of might. It's a story about building yourself into the hero that the world needs. Also leopard print underwear. With this movie, I'm trying to tell a frankly bizarre origin story in a way that breaks with what has become superhero convention. Like the runtime, Atlas is currently clocking in at about 80 to 90 minutes in length. I'm trimming all of the gratuitous filler that's become so common in big hero blockbusters. It's a small-scale story focused on a small set of characters, giving them realistic stakes that will hopefully feel a bit more authentic and, hey, maybe even rewarding. This is a low-budget 3D movie. I cannot stress this enough. Don't expect a massive CGI explosion fest full of gratuitous visuals. I can't do that. And it wouldn't be in the spirit of these stories. Most of these bargain bin heroes were originally created during the golden age of comic books, where they were trying a different story every week. They didn't have time or the budget for perfection, and this movie doesn't either. You know those really bad, straight-to-video 3D Barbie movies? That is my baseline standard. This isn't a tentpole Marvel or DC thing that's got this massive budget with superstar actors and a mainstream marketing campaign. It's just me getting together with some voice actors and putting on a show for folks who want something a little different. Most of the marketing is going to come from just asking people to share it around. If it's something you dig, we could use the support. If you didn't get in on the Kickstarter, you can still pre-order the movie, or even hop into the Producers Club if you've got the means and it's something you're really passionate about. Links in the description. We should have a trailer and a solid release date announced as we move deeper into 2023. But hey, Austin, I hear you ask, what about all those other superheroes? Many of you want to know if characters like Blue Bolt, Spider-Queen, the Six-Gun Gorilla, or others will get screen time of their own. Well, guess what? You are in luck, because while I have been working on Atlas, I've also secretly been working on the rest of the universe too. And I've got some neat surprises that I can finally share. Is it really a superhero movie if there's no post-credit scene teasing future installments? Of course not, and our Kickstarter backers have decided that after the credits roll on Atlas, you'll be treated to a special look at Six Gun Gorilla. This short sequence will begin to set up the origin story for Bart Masters and his gun-toting silverback gorilla, O'Neill. But beyond this brief cameo, I've also been working hard to world build through supplemental stories. One of the fan favorites from my original cinematic universe pitch was the Sensational Cat-Man, a 34-issue series by Crash Comics that introduced the world to David Merriweather, a private investigator turned vigilante with cat-like superpowers. So because it is in the public domain, several companies have made derivative characters based off of the original source material, and now I have made mine. I'm excited to announce that later this year, the Sensational Cat-Man will be getting his own Saturday morning style cartoon. I've been working with Wilkins Animation, a small creator who makes utterly amazing hand-drawn cartoons, to bring my own original Catman mystery to life. Super excited for it, look for it on my channel later this year. But we're not done. 2023's box office is set to get blockbusted by yet another movie about a certain web-slinging someone. My cinematic universe also happens to have a similar superhero, one that actually predates it. Shannon Kane helmed a quickly canceled 4-issue comic series in 1941 called The Spider Queen. She and her husband, Dr. Henry Kane, worked on a super-secret government-funded experiment. When enemies of the state have her husband assassinated, Shannon uses his super-secret formula for super-strong spider-web fluid to create a set of special web-shooting bracelets, turning her into one of the Golden Age's few leading ladies. I really love the story that I came up with for this hero, but my hands, they're already full with Atlas. I mean, I can only make one movie at a time, so I got some help. And in Q2 of this year, I will be releasing a book. The Spider Queen is a fast-paced revenge thriller origin story. Just about to wrap up the editing on it. I've been working with author and editor Elizabeth McIver. It's been a super fun collaboration for the past year, and I can't wait for you all to read it. Before you even ask, yes, there will be an audiobook version. And maybe something else, maybe. So yeah, that's what I've been working on behind the scenes for the past year. I hope there's still interest in all of this. I hope y'all are willing to check it all out. There's one thing that's been bothering me still though, and that's the universe's name. I mean, it was a placeholder, right? I feel like I need something a bit more succinct. What started as a random idea 1 year ago is now becoming a reality, thanks in a very large part to you. Over the next year, in addition to the usual videos that you have come to expect from this channel, whatever that means, I will be rolling out installments of this creative endeavor, and also sharing some videos about other abandoned superheroes that maybe didn't quite make the cut. If you are an aspiring creator and you've got your own story ideas, there's no better time to make them a reality than right now. And if you want a place to show off your story, whether it's through text, video, audio, whatever, you should check out Squarespace. They've got everything you need to make a beautiful website. I use them. You just start by using their creation tool, tell them what you want to make, and then they'll show you a bunch of cool templates. Just pick the one that you like and customize it however you want. Got a podcast? Use audio blocks. Want a gated community? Use member areas. Even if you got something to sell, they've got the best online storefront around. 30-day trial at squarespace.com. When you're ready to launch your site, squarespace.com/AustinMcConnell to save 10% on your first purchase of a website or domain.